Hi, it's Miss Rachel with the Otago Prideville Public Library, and today we are doing the Propeller Plain Elementary Craft for December 18th. So you're going to need this craft kit, and this has pretty much everything you'll need in it except for scissors. You'll also want to have some scissors on hand. So we can make this work with just the ingredients in here as long as we do things in the right order. If you get mixed up though, sometimes a glue stick or some wet glue can help as well. So we're going to unpack our kit. These are available at the library. And we've got a tissue tube. We've got a pipe cleaner. 3 glue dots in a little strip. If all goes well, we'll probably only need 2 of them. We've got a brass fastener or brad. We have 2 popsicle sticks. And then we have 2 pieces of cardboard, one itty bitty cardboard triangle and one nice big cardboard triangle. And these are going to be the wings and the little tail flaps of the plane. So the tape is going to secure everything. You'll need this masking tape. And the first thing I would like to do is go ahead and secure my propeller. So I'm going to take a piece of tape and tear it or cut it. And I just want it to be a little bit longer than the width of the tissue tube. And we'll go ahead and smush it down on the sides. And we're going to take our brad here and stick it in. Now the tricky part is you might want to lift one end of your tape once you've got the brad centered right in the middle. You can lift one end of your tape because we want to open the brad up a little bit and maybe fold the pointy ends over so that we can secure the brad in place. And it spins, but it doesn't fall out. So we'll open up each side, more or less all the way up, and then we'll go ahead and take this brass bendy part, this pointy part, and fold it back in towards the middle, like so, on both sides. And then we'll go ahead and wiggle it up from the tape a little bit and give it a twist. And then twist it the other way as well, because we want to be sure that it spins somewhat freely. So we're just kind of opening up a bigger hole in the tape so that the brad can turn around in the tape and not just be stuck in one position. Then we can put our tape back down. There we go. Secure it on. And we're going to secure our wings now. So I like my plane to look a little something like this from the top, where the small triangle's middle point is facing towards the long edge of the large triangle. So we can take a piece of tape and secure it on by looping the tape around so that the sticky side touches the other side of the tape. And once you make that loop, you can just stick it right on the triangle and put the little triangle with the sticky tape loop on the other end. There we go. And it turns out that it's just about the perfect length for our airplane as well. So it matches up quite nicely. Then I'm going to take another strip of tape, and I accidentally ripped my tape in half, so I'm going to get a fresh start here. We can take another strip of tape. This one's going to be a little bit longer to start. And before I tear it all the way off, I want to make sure that it's longer than the whole tube and wing and tail fin combination. So I made sure it's long enough. And now I'm going to stick one end of the tape to the inside of the tube and just kind of poke my finger in to make sure that it's secured. And then with the sticky side of the tape facing up, we can secure our wings. So we're just going to fold the tape, start smushing the tape with the sticky side down onto the wings. And you want to make sure that they're kind of centered, just so it looks nice and even and symmetrical. It might take you a couple tries, and that's okay. Takes me a couple tries too. There we go. I like the look of that. So now we can take this excess tape and use it to secure the tail fin down a little bit better by tucking it in the other end of the tissue tube and pressing it down against the top of the inside of the tube. Brilliant! Check it out, we almost have a plane. All we need now are the propellers and the landing gear. So let's do the landing gear first. We're going to take one more small to medium piece of tape. I'm going to use some of this leftover tape here. And I'm going to actually take my pipe cleaner and smush it through under the wings so that it wraps all the way around the tissue tube. And then I'm going to twist the ends together when they're about even. So I'm going to twist them tight around the bottom. And then let the ends of the pipe cleaner face in opposite directions than they originally came from. And then we'll go ahead and put a piece of tape down just to secure it a little bit more securely, but it also shows you what distance apart you want your landing gear to be so that the wheels or the landing gear is a little bit more evenly spaced when you bend the pipe cleaners back up, and it will provide for a more sturdy landing gear formula. So we've got our pipe cleaners bent back up, and now we just want to push them forward a little bit and then go about a third of the way up the pipe cleaner and push it backwards to make like a coat hanger shape almost. Do that on both sides. And you can either leave it there, or because these ends can be kind of pokey, I like to go ahead and round out the ends. So I'm going to take the last little bit by the pokey end of our pipe cleaner, and I'm going to tuck that back down towards where we started with the pipe cleaner so that it kind of makes a loop. You can even tuck it under if you'd like. And that makes our landing gear, our wheels, for our little plane. And you can certainly set your plane down at this point and adjust and make sure that the angles are right and it looks good, like it's ready for takeoff with that landing gear. I think we got it right on the first try with this one, so I'm feeling good about that. Now we just need for our propeller plane our propellers. So we're going to take our craft sticks and our glue dots. I'm going to take one glue dot and stick it, taking the paper off the back and using the clear side to attach it. I'm going to stick the center of the popsicle stick with the glue dot and then peel off the plastic. And then I'm going to center the other popsicle stick at about a 45, or you could do a 90-degree angle, whatever angle you think looks cool to you. Totally works. I like to do a little bit of a more variegated angle, I guess, to where it's not 90 degrees and 90 degrees, because if you do a square angle like that, unless your landing gear is up really high, you might have a hard time spinning the propellers all the way around. So now that we've got our sticks, our propellers attached to one another, we're just going to take another glue dot and attach our propellers to the brass fastener on the front of the plane. So I'm getting rid of my glue dot trash and pressing it on. And you want to press firmly, but without pressing too hard. You don't want to press to where you're pushing the sticks too far to where they break or anything. And you also want to be sure that you're not ripping your tape. Just give it a press. If you want, you can also set it nose down on the propellers to adhere for a moment. That is another good way to make sure it sticks. If you need to, you can use your additional glue dot. Otherwise, you can save it for another craft. And once it is on, we can rotate our propeller however we'd like. And we can take our awesome upcycled propeller airplane for a spin. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, feel free to decorate, embellish, use stickers, markers, crayons, colors, whatever you've got to make your plane bigger and better and fancier. And I'd love to see what you make. Thank you all for crafting with me today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!